just in case. I'm probably gonna be the only one here with something I wrote because I get kind of nervous talking in front of all these people. So I'm gonna start. Okay, like the movies Stand By Me, Christmas Story, and Sandlot. Growing up with Bobby, or growing up with these guys and girls right here in front of us, especially my younger years with Bobby, fit the blueprint of a coming-of-age story. You know those movies where you always have like a little kid, and there's always a older voice and then narrating the movie, because you know that's when they're older. So from puppy love, crush on a girl that was years older than us, sleepovers, to just plain old being dropped off at the mall or to the movies by our parents. We all couldn't wait to be together. And as you can probably tell, we all still love being together. Thinking about all this reminds me of how Bobby and I met back in the summer of 1991. And this might get a little bit rated PG-13. Just bear with me. So I was about 11, he was only 12. And at the time I was already hanging out with BJ and Junior in the back. And it was Sunday, and so there's this guy with an A's hat trying to look all bad and cool. We first didn't think much of him, so basically, we ignored him. Then Monday comes along, and we all attend Vacation Bible School, a week-long learning program at church. Well, Bobby happened to be attending also. Well, lunchtime rolls around, and we happened to fall in line together. I was ahead of him, and there were two kids in back of me, and then there's him. This would be the time where I started believing in chance meetings, like we were meant to be friends. We were having hot dogs, and I don't know who cooked that day, but most of those hot dogs all looked pretty funky, except two hot dogs, perfectly cooked. I could have taken one of those hot dogs, but being the nice guy that I am, I gave it to the two little kids behind me, pushing up Bobby next to me. I'm gonna go to page 2. So, there was only bad hot dogs left for me and Bobby. And then there was one particular hot dog that I noticed that kind of resembled something interesting. This is the part where it gets a little PG-13. So I had a smirk on my face. I looked at Bobby, and he had a smile on his face. Next thing you know, we're cracking up over the hot dog. Why? Because it looked like a man's private part. You know? So the funny thing is, we started hanging out the rest of the week. Exchanged phone numbers, started going to Bible studies together, and having sleepovers, and of course, talking about girls. And I chose this story not only was it the origin of our friendship, but it's an example of our friendship with each other. A sense of seeing eye to eye, being on the same page, and just knowing what each other was thinking and feeling before even saying anything to each other. It continued throughout the years. And check this out. He went to the same 6th grade science camp that I went to. Excuse me. But in different years, since he was older than me, and different elementary schools. The weird part, there happened to be a 16-year-old volunteer that was there. So he met her the year he went, and then I met her the next year. That's weird. Two little kids that had a crush on the same senior in high school, and we didn't even know each other yet. It's crazy. I'm not making this up. I swear. We knew each other's happier days, and unfortunately our sad ones too. But like I've said before, a lot of me wouldn't be me if it wasn't for Bobby. Why? Because here's one example. He asked this one girl for her contact info because I was too scared to ask. Now I've been married to that girl for almost 8 years. And I still probably would have asked her eventually. Well, Bobby helped me speed things up. So that kind of impact he had on my life, I just wish I were able to do more for him during the days where things didn't go so smoothly for him. To be there more for him when he needed me, instead of me telling him, sorry, I can't today. And what I learned is sometimes we just have to listen and not critique or judge, but just to sense, feel, and know when our friends need us the most. Because we don't know. It's our experience. I never expected him to be gone at 33. And whatever Bobby was going through, or whatever he was fighting, he put himself second and put us first. And there's one time he also said to me, I wouldn't take a bullet for you, man. I'm like, man, why not? I mean, usually the saying is, I'll take a bullet for you. But he said, I wouldn't take a bullet for you, but I will move the both of us out of the way so we can both live. And I just hope someday my two sons can be just as lucky as I am to meet a lifetime friend like Bobby. Thank you.